Greetings, everybody, from a very beautiful, bird song filled, shiny, bright Germany. So, welcome to our healing our personal temples and healing the temples around the world and healing our homes. I'm nursing a mega migraine today, so we're going to just do this really quickly. But I just feel it's so important to be live to just bring that gold energy. I'm working with crystalline energy today. I've been doing a lot of work out there at the moment, and I think I know why we have a migraine, but we will discuss that just now. So, I hope that you've got your oil ready, and for those that are coming in on the replay, Katie, good day, my beautiful. Welcome. I'm just going to do a very short session today because I'm stumbling over my words as I'm nursing a beautiful migraine. Pressure out there is very harsh. Lots and lots of energy flowing. So I'm really doing spoonerisms with my words. But love you so much, guys. So it's what I do is just share love. Thank you. Thank you so much, Trista. I will absolutely. It's a little better after Josh's healing. Oh, that's so, yeah. Yeah. What? I'm feeling I'm doing, yeah. So many. I'm sorry, I can't read. But I will definitely absorb and take our beautiful family healing energy today. Yeah, I couldn't. Anyway, I'm not going to light incense because I don't think I can cope with incense today. But I can hopefully cope with a little bit of beautiful anointing our oils. It is just so important, no matter how you're feeling. These are just the energies, and as we're ascending, we need to really keep our energy as up as possible and not to let ourselves sink into negative thought forms. Because just remember that we are every thought we think, never mind every word we say or every action we do, is energy. I had such a flash of it, how complicated and wild it is around us, just around us. If you're walking outside, just the natural energies, never mind what they're bombarding us with. So we're just so amazing. And it is just so important to acknowledge our incredible, beautiful temple called our human body, which houses this incredible phenomenon, the greatest technology, the human soul, the human spirit. So let's get our beautiful oil, even if you're using kitchen oil, but do anoint yourself. You deserve it. Remember, everyone deserves to wear the crown. So lots and lots of purging. That's what it's about. I don't like that word purging anymore. It's purification, but purging if you still need it. But it's purification, constantly purification. That's partly why I've got this. I've just been dealing with a lot of gold energy and crystalline energy just pouring through the body. Victor, beautiful. I'm sorry I couldn't even type properly, and I'm stumbling over my words. And thanks for that tip. I'm going to have, is it warm water? I've never heard that one, but it makes sense. I'll feel I'm very lucky we have these beautiful blinds in Germany that make the house dark, so I'm going to do that. And it's rough. It's the second time in 2 weeks that last week I had a 3-day migraine. It's about the only thing I have, and it's fine. It's fine. My headache stopped when I came to Germany, but I get migraines. I think we know there's a lot of crazy energy out there. So let's get our oils out, because remember, this is our most amazing temple. Yeah. That's all here, okay? It's a little crazy out there, and I mean, if you have flashes, to be able to see it, and if you just even vaguely understand what's going on, it's insane. You know what I used to do in many years, this was way back in the 80s, they installed a remote garage gate in the apartments that I was in. And we all had this. I was fascinated with this button. I would put it in my mouth. I would put it in my handbag. I would do all sorts of weird things with it. And it still opened the door. I mean, how the flip does that? It was just like, I think, a kind of awareness of what these energies are doing, yeah? So my beautifuls, please anoint your beautiful temples, working hugely with the third eye. I'm glad to say I've got a lot going on in here. Remember, it's all an inside job. So they say the big flash is going to happen, but it's coming from inside. So prepare and clean and purge and constantly bring golden energy to purify and nurture yourselves. So anointing our third eye with lots of love, because it houses this beautiful little connection to God. Work with your crown chakra as well, to allow for this beautiful energy to just pour through us. Our incredible throat chakra does so much work, guys. So healing all those traumas, releasing the built-up energy over the time. Try not to make too many along the way. Our beautiful heart exploding in all directions, just radiating out like a beautiful, like, what are those things? Those poof, like a dandelion, to the front, to the back, to the top, to the bottom. Our temples here. Anybody got any insight on what these temples are for? I would be curious to know. And our ears, so that we can not necessarily hear better, but follow what we hear. That's the big trick. So just rub my hands to get a little bit of energy going, so I can just beautifully bring in Mother Earth. And you can all rub your hands and feel the beautiful energy that you generate. Pour it out towards Mother Earth. I'm not pouring it out to you guys today. I mean, you can do. I've worked for many years just pouring the energy through me. I don't work with my own energy. But you're welcome to receive. But the earth needs a lot. She needs a lot of attention right now. She's Josh. Welcome, beautiful, beautiful, magical Josh. I'm reading weird things, so I read beautiful souls of light and fire. I will take that, Josh. We are souls of light and fire. So just healing and protecting Mother Earth, tuning into her magnificent vibration. Pouring golden energy. There's a lot of crystalline energy out there at the moment, and a lot of Buddha energy. I'll just remind us about that. And our beautiful golden ball. Why is it gold? Oh, it's fine. Words. That's why I was so bubbly yesterday, and that's okay. I think Mercury went stationed itself direct with a jolt. And that's okay. I do a lot of Saturn energy as well. So I'm working for a while, working with our body as a infinite symbol. So working with the crown chakra, working with the base chakra, and meeting in the heart, which is 0 point. Yeah. And just remember that this is an incredible, it's not a programmer, that we can just a receiver, but how we tune into it the most is through our heart. So our heart is just so important, and just think often of that symbol of the heart, what the heart chakra looks like, which is the two triangles, and with us in the middle. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. So let's heal and awaken this beautiful golden ball above us, above our homes, within our homes, and within this incredible planet. And let's work with our heart, bringing our energy into our heart, radiating immense love. Ooh. Clear but feeble. That's okay. And working hugely with our base chakra to just shake around those traumas and negative things that we've picked up on the planet, moving into our beautiful crystalline bodies. Triangles are just so incredible. All shapes, all sorts of geometry. That was beautiful. Hey, interesting. That's interesting. So it could, yeah, crystals, work with your crystals. The crystals are always mine. It's in my pocket. I didn't go out very much today. Everything was very bright. But what I did, what I've just want to draw our attention to it so that we can put out lots of energy, because we know that, I mean, just with Victor, how powerful it is when we work as a team. So I'm sure there are hundreds of thousands, hopefully there are hundreds of thousands of people out there. It's also really just be aware that when all this stuff is unearthing and vomiting out all the news that we have to deal with, what's happening on 3D, many people wobble, yeah, and this, you know, even no matter how high you are. So it's just really important to come back to your center point and remember your toolbox, just to interrupt us, whatever thoughts are going on. You don't want to hold them very long. So that's why if we're getting these purging thoughts, just transform them very quickly. The time is now. I believe for the next 2 weeks, it's huge. I think something with Libra. I can't think of anything right now. Yeah. Yeah, it does. Hey, thank you, Kay. I appreciate that. Yeah, I do come from the best space that I can whenever I do it. But I really learned, glad I was. Triangles, what are we talking? Triangles are incredible. I mean, that's just the pyramid shape. It's just, you know, it's things don't decay under a pyramid shape. So if you put your fruit over a pyramid over your fruit, you can just make one out of cardboard. It slows down the, I think it gives them longer life. And that was for years and years, that was fascinating with razor blades, that they don't go blunt if you shave and keep putting it under a pyramid. So, but pyramids are really, like, it's really awesome to put yourself in a pyramid. It's very protective as well because the sides are smooth. I sometimes feel that the way going forward for me is like I keep running up a glass pyramid, and you just keep, yeah. So you slide down and you just take another step and you just keep running up and up. Oh, there's so much. It's absolutely. We have to really just try and still the noise so that we can enter into this incredible full space, which is really, a lot is going on in our heads. I'm not talking about that ego thought, but when you've passed that, yeah, that's where the magic is happening. It's a whole new world in there. You can go all over the place. Yeah. So, a big thing that's just like, I don't like to say negative, but we are, we know this. We're under serious attack. Sorry about the words. It's like bumbling through a migraine. But I put this incredible grid. It's just so important if you're not gridding, just to protect the grid. I just heard that crazy nutter. No, let's not judge him. Is it Skylink? I can't think in my head. He's just put up another 7,000 things floating around our planet. I did mention it the other day. He wants to have, by, I don't know, within 2 years, it's like ridiculous the amount of time, but he wants to have 50,000 of those Skylink bots out there. Now that's just Mr. Musk and Skylink. Is it Skylink? But remember that the Russians want to put theirs out there. The Japanese, the Europeans, the Chinese, everybody wants to put there. I can't see this as a good thing happening to our planet. And what's happening with, but please you, Angela, thanks for being here. Yeah, awesome. Just be here. Yeah, it'll be a shortish session. Just a little words of run in this direction if you feel moved to, or put some of your beautiful healing energy just while you're washing dishes to protect the grid of Earth, because she was under serious attack. Yeah, especially from the the electronic impulses out there. I can't think at all today, guys, but it's fine. Well, that's the problem. Never mind that we hardly see the stars now anyway. But those people are, the astronomers are really like freaking out, because it's going to be very difficult to see out there. I mean, we live in cities. We don't see the Milky Way anymore. If you're lucky, you can go far out and just lie on your back and see the stars. So, yeah, where's Kebeshi? Hopefully we'll see some stars in the mountains. But the gridding is seriously under attack at the moment. So just either grid or just emphasize this beautiful grid that's going out there. I just heard that they're dropping. They're not so well made. So they go out and then they come back, which is, you don't need to be a rocket scientist to know this can't be good for our atmosphere or the ozone layer. Never mind, where's that debris going? I think I just heard that there were like over 40 which have just crashed. So it affects us, guys. So big time. So just remember to put yourself in a pyramid, in your sacred bubble, crystalline bubble, and so we got so much work to do, eh? And then at the same time, just to allow those channels to work, because it's purification as much as we can. You know, humanity is hugely behind in the show. Yeah, it's no fault of ours, but yeah, we're very, very behind. So I think they're just trying, but that's trying to scramble the general energy. So there's more than enough confusion. So we have to just really tune in through our heart, which is the dial. So yeah, enjoy the purification. Just stay centered. Remember your toolkit. What have you got in your toolkit? So if negative thoughts, negative things, stop yourself. Don't go down the road too far. You can sing a song. You can breathe. Breathing is always amazing. Just breathe in the gold. Just make a noise. I find that and just be aware of that. Sometimes when I get lost into thoughts in my head, like there might be a crash somewhere, or there'll be a loud bird, and it like pulls in. I just say, "Oh, thank you," because it's so easy to go down that little road. Yeah, they're right there. So I had this beautiful dream. Maybe that's why I've got such a migraine. I woke up in my waking time. It was actually like a Coca-Cola bottle or soda pop bottle, but it was filled with this most incredible, beautiful golden liquid. So just maybe that's a thing to just to empower your water more, make it also beautiful gold so that you're drinking liquid gold. I was just read some of Josh's that thing with the you shouldn't be eating McDonald's just because of the shit in it, the dirty oil, the all the additives, the chicken on hormones, and how the way that they raise their chickens is just intense. But yeah, no, they have found human stuff. But that was, I don't know, and I'm not going to look for it now. I think it was in 2021 where I did. It was part of Hello, my beautiful Kebe. It was part of like stopping to eat meat and really eating. I would get terrible reflux acid after eating. And I would use bicarb, which is really good for insect. It works really well. But I went to the doctor, I mentioned it to him. He said, no, that's bad. It builds up even more acid in the system. So he gave me tablets, which I just thought, you take a tablet in the morning and a tablet at night, and you don't get any acid reflux. And I just thought, no, this is not good. This really isn't good. So I just started experimenting with various foods that I was eating or combinations to what caused it, because I just thought if my body's having this acid reflux, it's rejecting whatever is going in. That led me down a whole road with acidity and alkaline. I mean, it's best to eat and remembered a whole lot of other stuff. But remember to try and eat as alkaline food as possible, because all diseases, including our stress and our trauma, make acid in the body. Cancer is just cells living in acidic environment. So there was Dr. Salebi many years ago. They bumped him off, who was also healed himself from a lot of like illnesses. But that was also his thing. But anyway, just take a look, have a look at it. I know I can be a little radical about, and I'm very lucky that I do live in Germany. So just read your labels, and if it's got more than 5 ingredients, guys, don't buy it, especially if you've got kids. It's really going to affect you. And there's a guy, he's very radical. His name is Yakini, I think it's Yakiniwa Awakened. He really goes into the scientific thing of the acids and what food is doing to us. Baking soda or similar. Yeah, I must try with diatomaceous. I don't get it very, very seldom. It's a matter of what you're eating and what you're combining. So most of my food, especially in summer now, I don't cook. But I'm lucky. I'm on my own. So I eat raw, and I have a passion for mayonnaise. So I make my own. I don't, because it's mayonnaise is really 3 ingredients. Yeah, we are very, very, very lucky. However, dear Trista, when I did, and I can't remember, it's so blatantly in the name. It's like EK something something, and it's an additive. It's a flavor enhancer which they developed so beautifully in Switzerland, and it's all natural because it's made with the embryo of babies' kidneys. And they put it in so many foods. I know I went down that little rabbit hole. I know that when it sort of hit the fan, it was in about 2021, 2022, because Pepsi Cola put it in. Why they would have put, but anyway, they do it. But all craft products have it in. It's almost it's just a little number or some letters, but because it's quite sick. So we've all been eating human food, and it's a flavor enhancer. Better than MSG, and I know that Maggie products also put it in their food. So just go down the rabbit hole, or just eat as much fresh as possible. Cook it yourself. Eat some fresh herbs if you can, so that we're tuning into the current codes that Mother Gaia is sending us, because they're changing every single day. So if you're not growing your own veggies, you can grow them. If you've got no matter how small a plot of land, you can grow them between your roses and your flowers, and they usually work with food companionship as well. Oh, thank you. I will have a look. I haven't been on social media. Oh, thank you. I will have a look. Yeah. So yeah, check that out. Just another that I know in South Africa, and I'm sure they do it all over the world. Germany is slightly different. That the way that they clean the oil, because oil is expensive. I mean, you've all seen those horrendous pictures of street oil that they use in China. You know, they collect it from the drains. It's like, don't eat fried foods. But they put just common bleach into oil to clean it, because it has a limit, a lifespan, and then it burns, and you shouldn't be eating too much oil. But hey, for those, just slowly just ease yourself out of it. Also, just be aware, it hasn't come up for a while. I got very aware of this also in the early 2022, 2023. And I stopped using, it's in your deodorants. There's so many chemicals and additives. I used to think Germany was just so amazing. We had these incredible cleaning products, which I think they don't contain so much crap. Just by the way, Listerine was made as a cleaning product. The stuff that you clean, that mouthwash, originally it was made as a cleaning product. But I can't remember, it was about 2012, 2013, somewhere there was a death in Germany from somebody wearing jeans that were from China and used with the cheap dyes, which had gone into his system and killed, I don't know if it was a kid or whatever, but that was just, oh my God. So yeah, just, we tend to forget that all these toxins are absorbed through our skin. When I was doing aromatherapy, when I was studying it, one of the great things we used to do was take a clove of garlic and rub it on the bottom of your feet. And within an hour or so, you have garlic breath, because it's actually traveled all the way through your system. So just Listerine was floor cleaner. Yeah, the cleaning product. Yeah. Yeah. Try and just be aware of it. And especially if you've got little kiddies, yeah, they're so easy to change with right now. But yeah, watch your perfumes. Most of them are made with synthetic dyes, so there's nothing wrong with using your natural scent or aromatherapy oils. A little while ago, about a year or so, 18 months ago, I reneged and I bought deodorant, and I bought a Nivea deodorant, which is so-called reasonable, and I didn't know what was happening. My hands were itching. My hands and my arms were itching. I'd had that similar feeling many years ago taking a medication, which was obviously an allergic reaction, but I couldn't stop itching my hands and my arms. I thought, what on earth is it about? And then I spoke to, it was actually my doctor, and she said, just be careful, it could be in your deodorant. And I stopped the deodorant, so that was just so hectic. Just from, Ellen was just from the deodorant, how it's, but going crazy. Because my system is also, that's the unfortunate thing, is sometimes that when you, Damascus earth. It's very good for fleas, apparently, on dogs. So, yeah, just stop and think a little bit about what you're putting into your food, what you're eating, what you quickly eating on the way. Observe how you feel. It's just about purifying our lives and finding good alternatives. Yeah, If it's really, really miserable for you to change things, please don't. Yeah, it's going to be more horrible. But there's so many other yummy things to do. And it's so interesting. For a long time now, I used to miss the texture and the taste of meat. I didn't eat much meat. But now, sometimes when I cook for my son, and I'm not neurotic, I will cook vegetables with the chicken, and I'm very good at making the most amazing curry. So I'll put a lot of veggies in, and he'll eat the chicken, and I'll eat the veggies. And he'll eat my veggies too. But sometimes I get a piece of meat, and the texture is just so gross. And I'm like, wow, I'm so glad I've just come such a long way with that. Yeah. Yeah, sharp as a crystal. Absolutely, is so interesting. And then they sit in your lungs, hey? Yeah, there really is a bit of a mess out there. But yeah, keep your feet, be safe, everyone. Keep your feet on the ground. And keep your head protected. As I say, I'm really enjoying the infinity symbol at the moment. I want to do a little bit of research just for myself on the infinity symbol. Yeah. The dreadful things they give us. I am actually going to take a mini chill pill for my head right now so that I can just actually go to sleep. But yeah, look, just keep our beautiful earth and her. Let me put some more stuff up here. And her beautiful grid work, and just emphasize the grid work that's happening. It's beautiful diamond rainbow grids right now, golden grids. There's a lot of big Buddha energy out. And of course, my divine Ganesha, he's just, the more I work with him, he's just becoming more and more my little friend. He has different things, but I often see him or take him out with me as his little companion. And he talks to me. He tells me to go this way or not to do that. And we have long chats along the way. And Kuan Yin, she's just beautiful. So she's just always sitting in her purity of lotus. She is Divine Mother. Josh, thank you so much for that. That's when I actually just tuned in on, what's her name? Nada. Yeah. It's interesting. I've been using that oil. I wanted the Orosoma oil, the Christ oil, for a long time. So it's the opposite. The Christ oil is really beautiful. It's I took it because I told you those were the colors that I saw, which is that sapphire blue at the top and magenta at the bottom. So Lady Nada is interesting. It's the other one. If you don't know about Orosoma oils, go and have a look at them. It's a much nicer deep dive to go into than finding the embryo kidney stuff that they put in our food. Just don't eat it. You don't need it. Yeah. All those instant foods, they're only there to make the people rich. They don't care what they put in. It's just money for them. They really don't care about your health. And that's my beautiful Buddha. I've been doing it for many years, just sending out beautiful whispers of pure water. Some things don't change. Sometimes I wish they did, but sometimes that Kuan Yin is beautiful. Yes. Yes. She had Lady Nada. Yeah. I don't know that much about Lady Nada. I've just been feeling it to me around a lot. And I think it's so weird. Every time I somehow don't read when I start to research it, and then I don't read. So I'll have to. Oh, April, yes. Remember this. Maybe you can have a look at it. This is the first. Thanks for reminding me. With the full moon, I think that's on Sunday. Pink moon. Oh, always beautiful love. So just like saturate yourself in beautiful love from the pink moon. But it's the first of the 3 most powerful moons in the year. And then though it's this one, and then the next one, and then I'm not sure, is it Wasik next month, or the month after? And that is Buddha's birthday, and the energy is unbelievably huge in Tibet. That you can literally see the rainbows on that day, and it is really important to be meditating on that day. Okay, you're so lucky. You don't, and you know what? You don't need to be. If you do, it's, that's my little, it can be a bit radical. You, there are many people that don't even drink water, and they've been living quite happily, and they're not even thin. But just be careful what you do eat, especially if you're eating so little, because your body is very, very pure. So be careful what you're eating. And it's about self-control. Yeah, it's working with that base chakra anyway. Do you need it? No, you don't really need it. No, there were some rules. I put on a lot of weight after my son, and I had this amazing match with my doctor, but I found her because she worked with weight. Because it was in compared to other people, I wasn't big, but compared to myself, it was horrible. So, but it was such therapy, and I had so many insights about food. But her basic thing, because she dealt with a lot of people that were not going to the sort of very, very rich Jewish community in South Africa. But she just worked with a pyramid, and I still work very much with that. So at the bottom is fruits and veggies, eat as much as you like. Then the next is your legumes, not so many. Then it's pasta, not, as we go up the triangle. Then it's meat and fish and veggies. Um, then it's prepared foods. And at the top, your sausages and your takeaway foods, which should be never or next to never. It's very, very simple. I know, thanks, KB. But it's just a thought. If you because the Buddhists work hugely with these next 3 full moons. They say they're the most powerful full moons. So I'm sharing it with you so that you can have your intentions, start writing your intentions. It's such a new time at the moment. Um, one of the things with the eating, which was really huge and changed my life, was never eat from a packet. She had a couple of rules: was sit down and eat your meal. So you're actually making space to eat. Bless your meal, be thankful for it, however you do it. Um, don't eat from a packet. That one shifted my home life, my kids' lives, my life. So instead of getting something on the go and munching it, you buy it and you take it home and you sit down and you eat. And it's about restraint. You don't eat those things in the car. The other thing about not eating from a packet, I'm the kind of person, I'm my dipsomaniac. I won't stop until it's finished. So eating from a packet, you can eat until it's finished. Whereas, and it's just so much more elegant, guys. If you take your packet of crisps or whatever peanuts and you put them into a bowl, you're going to want to finish that bowl. If you want to go and fill it up again, you can, but very often the whole psychology of the brain is, oh, that's okay, I've finished, I don't need any more. So just have, especially if you've got kids, try and train them about not eating in a packet, not eating from a packet. Um, just taking time to take it home or take the time to put it in a bowl. Yeah. It's just little things, little elegant things that tension up our beautiful aura and our energy. It's the little things, the big things we think we know. So, my lovelies, I'm looking forward to PG tomorrow. So many say don't do that. Yeah. Yeah. So just try to remember, ask your higher self to remind you to do that. There's so many things we got to do as well as having life. Yeah. Yeah. There was it was so cool. It was I didn't watch TV much, but it was one of those real soap opera South African TV shows. Um, you're always at the right time at that moment. Sit and eat. Yeah. Um, she was sort of the monster in the show, the devil wears Prada type person, and she had this assistant that came to visit her, and her assistant was just eating sort of like roughly. And she said, "Why are you doing that?" She said, "Well, there's nobody here to see me." Or she was, I can't remember exactly what she was doing, picking her nose or whatever. Did we run out? And she said, "No, no, 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 no. You always maintain your decorum, even when you're alone at home and nobody's watching you." So just a thought there. Yeah, it's so, yeah, absolutely. You can make it so much fun. I found when just was eating less and less food that was mainstream or exciting to other people, you develop this taste, yeah. Um, that I would find nice crockery and just like have it in a really beautiful bowl. You know, always make it pretty for you. Yeah, yeah, grapes, all of those things, even grapes, even fruit, just put it in a bowl. It's just a nice thing to do. Unless you're out in the open, I mean, there's always rules are there to be broken. But yeah, if you know that those crackers I stopped buying a long time ago, try to make your own. They've got so much crap in them, guys, all over the world. I mean, now if I have one, my nose, my brain, everything just seizes up. Thank you, guys. My headache is feeling a lot better. Thank you for that work. Just acknowledge that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, our little kids are so, we can really program them into eating correctly. And most small children don't want to eat meat. We force them, or your uncle forces them, or granny forces them. Yeah, it's changed. Somebody used to say like being a vegetarian was a generation, takes generations, because it's our bodies have accustomed themselves to eating so much meat. Oranges, I like oranges. My son's favorite was broccoli. I'm still did it yet. I used to make it with a yogurt sauce, so it was kind of yummy and tasty. And he would just dip plates of broccoli. And what was it? It was a bowl of sweets, some birthday or something. And we had a bowl of sweets on the table, and we had a bowl of broccoli. And I just let him choose which. I said, "This is going to be interesting." He went straight for the broccoli. Broccoli. Yeah. So just twins. What a day. Yeah. So be safe on your travels. Be mindful of what you're eating. Yeah, I mean, it's whatever we're doing with it's at least it's with content. It's less. Ah, yes, I remember they were born in 22, yeah, as well. Yeah. There's a lot done with like, but I personally I think that's just me. People do it with the blood and what blood type they are and what they should eat. Just follow yourself. And if it's not working for you, slowly add things in that do work for you. Your body is the best. Just imagine that you're out in the jungle. Yeah, you don't have a doctor to rush to go and take your blood and eat via your blood. And hey, if I'm in a jungle and everybody and that's the only food that they're eating is python, well then hey, I'm going to be eating python. Huh? I know there's a lot of I used to follow this interesting tribe in Africa, or this guy, he would go all over Africa. And it's food is, they come back, they eat monkey and they eat snake and they eat crocodile, but it's on a different level. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. But just bring it into your life slowly but surely about what you're eating, what you're putting on in your bath, what soaps you're using. Um, it's a huge thing to get. And you will just remember you will always forget something. So don't stress yourself out too much. Birch bark tea sounds awesome. I should be having mine. willow bark tree for my head, but I didn't even get to the lake. I just took lots of very short walks, but feeling much. So thank you, Trista, and beautiful family there. It's like still there, but it's not that intense. That I'm going to lose my eyeball. So, love you, love you, love you lots. Don't forget we're going to be live tomorrow with Eye Candy. Maybe someday, Karen, you can let your husband watch some of our Wednesday show with Josh. He might say, okay, well, he also wants to watch that. So that could be a nice bonding thing, because the work that comes through on a Wednesday is just such amazing soul food, feel good stuff. So that is the problem, Karen. That's why we do the fast foods, yeah, because we're so busy and we want instant gratification. When my kids were a bit younger, I used to do. It was also because it was like ridiculously expensive. I was a single mom supporting everybody, and I worked from home. It was like really crazy because I wanted to be with my kids. I was like really, I wanted to do everything. But on Friday night, there was just, I wanted to just share that. That was one of my mottos for a long time, was eat healthy. Well, it's basically 80. I like the 80-20 principle, 80%. But it was like eat healthy almost all the time, and every now and again have a hamburger just to keep you sane, because it's kind of blending, yeah. But on a Friday night used to be our movie night. We would go and get some awesome DVDs, lots. I would make the takeaway food, yeah, what most people would go and get. The only thing I'd sometimes we would get a chicken from Nando's and bread rolls. But basically, I would make lots of dipping foods, or I'd make shawarmas. But I made them, so yeah, it was like to feed. And then the older kids came, so I just really didn't have hundreds of rand to feed everybody. But it was really awesome, because it just became our regular Friday night thing, where we had all sat around the table in front of television and just slowly ate yummy, yummy dipping foods. Yeah. So if you've got kids, it's welcome to use something like that. And it was, you don't start the movie without me. You wait for me. And it was, just really built up this beautiful excitement. That's often with vegetarian stuff. It's like, that you've got to like prepare all the carrots in the fridge, so that if you want a snack, you're going to, you've got something to go to. Yeah. But it's about training yourself, training. And I totally agree. Kay. I can really crave a lot of those things. Bread is very difficult for me. It's like I don't feel, I just love bread. Bread is just so comforting and just makes you feel like you've eaten something. Salad does take a while, but you can eat a lot. Huh? You can eat lots of salad and lots of veggies. I cook very little. But I'll share, I can't remember her right now. She lives in Australia. She's actually a German girl, and she only eats raw. I might to remember to find her for you guys. They're really interesting. It's so difficult sometimes with husbands, because they just want their meat, or grandparents. Yeah. But hey, we're getting there, guys. Just remember to keep yourselves as pure and clean as possible. Keep your littlies as pure as clean and possible. I don't think they need that much clearing. They need more just a big bubble around them as often as you can, especially if you're sending them off to school. Put them in a big bubble. Remember them during the day, or put ourselves in a triangle, so we don't have to wear those triangular tin hats, foil hats. So love you all. Please remember to bless our beautiful earth and keep her safe. We're lucky when we love salads, yeah. I've had to grow, I love fruit salad, but I didn't like preparing fruit. I could eat salad, but fruit I really had a problem with. It's the preparation. Now that's completely different. Yeah, it's just a matter of training. I think I was also lucky. Many years ago, there was a woman. You can maybe she was really ill, and she wrote a book called I Live on Fruit. Her name was somebody Honeyball. She was a South African lady. And it's so interesting for me. Often those people go back a little while and then they eat differently. And that's when they write the book because they get so ill from eating cooked food or things again. Oh, really? Removed your meat from spaghetti night. There's so many nice things. You get used to it, or just yeah. But it's your journey, guys. There's just things that I just make you think about, you know. And obviously our makeup. Yeah, we put a lot of crap in the makeup as well, and it just gets absorbed into the skin. Anyway, so at the moment, my passion, but not now. I'm busy eating the fruit stuff. Fresh grated, yes, absolutely. There's so many other yummy things. For me, I like to make yogurty dips. And if you're vegan, you can do them with vegan yogurt. But watch those vegan things. Hey, there's a lot of chemicals in that stuff. So that's not really being healthy. Vegan, yeah, just eat more fruit and more veggies. But I am very big on making for years. I always said I was a sorcerer. I could make beautiful sauces, make anything taste fabulous. But now I do a lot of the yogurty things, and I mix them with cheese or blue cheese or curry powder or spicy or sweet ones with honey, chop dates in them, and that I will use as dipping all with my fruit salad. So they're very yummy. But Parmesan cheese is yummy. That's my serious comfort food is I can't think of it now. That yummy thing with that rice risotto. Yeah, but then I do the wine. I do it properly. I do the wine. I do the butter. Uh, yeah, yeah. Just be aware. Yeah, a lot of kids are being so well. Be glad you've got a sensitive skin. We don't need a fraction of the product, and it's money. Yeah. And then like advertising that makes us feel uncomfortable about ourselves, that we're not good enough. So love you all lots. Let's all go. Actually did a long time. I didn't think I would be on for so long. So thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. And above all, thank you so much for this awesome healing. Yeah, everything. Just really, yeah. Yeah. My parents were indirectly in the cosmetic industry because they made the containers, they made cream jars. So they dealt with people from Revlon and Yardleys and all those big people. What was really so interesting, like often people they then took samples when they brought a new product out, and they would put the new product in the jar. And for fuck's sake, guys, the jar's fucking melted. And you want to put that on your body? The next morning, it's like eaten into plastic. And this is what you're going to put on your body? It's insane. So, yeah. There's so much out there right now on the station. Anyway, love you guys lots. I'm off. I'm sure we've got somewhere else to go. I am going to eat some salad and apples. Apples absorb all sorts of shit. So apples are very good. One of the few. Apples and onions absorb everything. So if you want to do a fast, it's really good to do apples. And don't forget to be breathing in gold Karen, you've got lots of beautiful time along your journey. You can surround your house and your children. The more you do it, the more just keep going. Yeah. What is? I must have a look what that is. KD Gold. No, it's not. Absolutely. Yeah. Also, yeah, just keep your fabrics as natural as possible. I mean, hey, a plastic cardigan is also awesome sometimes, but bananas. And the more that you do it, the more you'll train your kids, and that will just be a way of life for them, and it'll be an even better way of life for your grandchildren. Yeah, but it does start today. Eh, And just embrace your beautiful goddess, your divine goddess. I didn't do anything on her today because I'm just being too sad, too hectic in my head. So, I love you guys lots. Travel safe. We'll think of you and send you lots of loving energy, I'm sure, often. So, be available to that beautiful energy. Be healthy, everybody. Stay safe. Stay positive. Let the shit go as quickly as possible. And just remember, I don't like to call it purging. We're purifying right now. We're not purging the shit, we're purifying it. That sounds nice. I'm going to have a look at that. You can make washing, some people make clothes washing detergent out of ivy leaves. There's just write it down. I wanted to actually, there's some really like, he does short things. His name is Max Bentley. I think he's on YouTube. He does some really positive things that are happening in the world and just nice stuff. So Max Bentley, let me put that in there. I think I remember the name. I remember it was a car. So I could be wrong. I also put that in the post. There's a site. I don't know if they've got a YouTube site, but you can go onto the email, onto the website, and they are called Water Bear. They do very big projects. Or they cover very big projects. Water Bear. There we go. So check it's unfortunately the videos are quite long. They're like over an hour, but people making like leather from pineapple skins and all those for big company, big business. They cover a lot of really positive and massive projects, and then just share them with people and be inspired. So it's nice to put this back up with some big things. So, and that's just really where I'm trying to go. I don't want to go down these rabbit holes, and we know the world is shit. Some have known it for a long time. Keep it simple and save your energy for looking at beautiful stuff and sharing the more positive stuff, instead of looking at some clickbait. Spend that. It often comes into my mind. What could you be doing with your time instead of doing this? Okay, even if I'm just sitting and just sending up 5 seconds of good gold vibes. Okay, my loves. Goodbye. Be safe, everybody, and we'll see you very soon. If not here, definitely in the astral.